Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. First thing that is popping in the news, it is called DEATH in a deadlift legacy. As a matter of fact, it is called deadlift in a deadlift legacy. The other day I spoke about a story that happened in a place called Mayday that is in Manchester in the Clarendon area, where it is said that Popo went on some sorts of special targeted operation. They were looking for a specific individual. When they entered the premises in which that specific individual was said to be in, they came under immense FIRE. You know the script. They returned FIRE after the smoke cleared. This man was seen trying to clutch onto his life and clutch onto some sorts of tool. In other words, a firearm was recovered after the mission was completed successfully. Now, when I did that video, I saw an individual, a man that was there talking up a storm. He was giving the intricate details of how this man was in the area, and since him coming to the area get tense, not knowing that this was some sort of family member, to be specific, an uncle. Well, he claims that the brother that brought this man in claimed that he is his son, but he said that he himself and other sisters and family members that are there on that premises in that house, DEAD left legacy, have never seen this man in their entire life. So people, take a listen, take a look to exactly what this man has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
You know, from the last 4 months back, we're having some problem with this guy, personally. And my old lady, my old man, is passed by now. And my sister, she's the owner for the house. And we're having a problem with one of our brother who bring this criminal in our yard. Them keep saying he's my brother's son. I don't know him from nowhere. And my sister, them, we live together, and we them don't know him. Eventually, this guy come in at the house. My brother bring him to the yard and him in the house. And me make report 2 times by the station. And the police them come and them do what them ever didn't have to do, and eventually we never know so him have a gun behind the scene. So eventually now, when we make the report, my brother supposed to make the report back to the court because he have a court going on. And he never report to the court. Okay. We go by the court Tuesday, this week. And him never come because him find out say the police them might hold him, because the police, when we make the report by the station, because we have a paper with the police and give me from the station, can make the report, can me get threat by him and my brother in the yard, because my sister supposed to do some work and him building and him can't get to do it. And them keep sending threat to my sister. And I say, all right, one way to clear it. And know that the police them come and destroy him. Yeah. And the family feel comfortable and the community feel more comfortable, because everybody in the community is like them in fear of this guy. I mean the yard, I don't know him, I don't know him from nowhere.
So people, based on this man's side of the story, like I said, the theme of this is deadlift legacy, meaning that some sorts of family member, father and mother in this case, left some sorts of land with some sorts of property, house or houses on it. Sisters and brother get along, then there was one specific brother that did not get along. There was some sorts of squabble over some sorts of house, land, and property, like I said. So apparently, the bad breed brother brought this man in. Maybe he was supposed to defend his part of the property in which he thought was his. So this bad breed brother brought in a known gunman, maybe in defense of his part of the legacy, and introduced him as some sort of long-lost son, prodigal son, I guess, the son of Sam, the son of Satan, because he knew that this man was a gunman. Like you hear the brother saying, the one that is talking, they made several reports on that bad breed brother and also his long-lost son, son of Sam, Satan that is. They were supposed to go to court, and I guess he did not show up at the court. So that was when the Popo came for him. On top of all of the reports that they've been getting about this man being a nuisance in the society, people is in fear of him, the whole place under tense, the whole place under siege. So therefore, when the Popo came, they knew exactly who they were coming for, because like I said, it is documented in the court. The people fear him. So when the Popo come, they said that they came under fire, in which This brother, the good brother that is defending the family's legacy, said yes, the popo came under immense fire, and then the popo wheel and pop off, blaze up some can, and he was gone. This man also said further on in the interview that, listen, it is sad to see a young youth lose his life. But if the choice is that we live in fear, meaning the rest of the family, or we lose somebody that nobody knows, cannot validate or verify that he is indeed BLOOD. That is a chance that we're willing to take. We are glad to see him go so that the place can come back to calm. And that is exactly what took place. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if the devil is on some sorts of world tour in Jamaica and he has no intentions of ending that tour. It is going to be eternal. And this is based on a lot of senseless stuff that we've seen happening, in which a whole bunch of people are losing them life, a whole bunch of persons getting hurt or DEAD in all sorts of crazy accidents. One of those crazy accidents is of a lady that works at the fire brigade. She's about 19 to 20 little bits. Just been working there since about December of 2022. So less than 2 years. She was coming off the toll, making the left to go on Brunswick. A 18-wheeler was on Brunswick, making the right to turn on the toll to enter the toll. It seems as if him took kind of some sorts of narrow turn. During that, him crushed out for her car. The vehicle pretty much ran over her vehicle, crushing her out. She was DEAD on the spot, pronounced in the hospital. Well, people, as if that is not bad enough, less than 24 hours after, a cab with about 3 persons, cab driver, passenger in the front, and the next person in the back. They just happened to run in the back of a truck. Moving vehicle, no sorts of speeding. Don't know what took place, if there was some sorts of mechanical problem, but that taxi driver decided he wanted to run under the truck. Not a very good idea. Both persons in the front lose them life instantly upon the spot. The next person that was in the back seat, they were transported to the hospital. People like I said, all sorts of freak accident, and it is because a lot of persons are distracted. A lot of persons don't have any sorts of patience. So it has been proven that whenever you lose patience, you are going to be a patient or going to end up in either the hospital or the graveyard. Such is the case as it pertains to the 2 people at the front and the 1 person at the back. 2 of them DEAD, 1 of them admitted. The sad thing is that we can talk about these accidents and incidents forever. Like them say, a wise man learns from his mistake. A wiser man or woman learns from the mistakes of others. It seems as if the Jamaican crowd, they are not learning nothing. Instead of getting better, they are getting progressively worse. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is becoming more and more apparent that Jamaican men and women are the most jealous people when it comes to their man or their woman. You could see all of this taking place in the dance hall. You could see it on social media, especially the ones that are of some sorts of criminal background. Now, this is based on an incident that took place in a place called Lincoln District that is in Grange Hill. Grange Hill is in Westmoreland, where it is confirmed. 2 teenagers, 15-year-old Jail Tomlinson, 18-year-old Ramesh Akana, they both lost their life in a very brutal way. It is said that the cause or the motive behind this is some sorts of love triangle that gone bad. Now, people, when we think about the ages of these 2 youths, 115, 118, don't know exactly who was the target. The Popo did not specify. They said that their investigation is ongoing and it is at an advanced stage. So therefore, sooner or later, they will make some sorts of arrest, some sorts of conviction, hopefully. When you think about this, the ages of these 2 youths, what them really know about love, What a 18 or a 15-year-old could have done to somebody, take with them girl or them take with them girl or whatever the argument was about, some sorts of woman more than likely was involved. It just shows you the mentality that these young youths nowadays, they are not holding any sorts of meds. They suffer from an advanced stage of anger management syndrome. And whenever them lose anybody that they love, they are so insecure, they are so jealous, they are so obsessive. Them feel as if whomever they are with is a partner for life until DEATH do they part. So therefore, if them feel like somebody a cheat upon them or somebody a diss them because them take a next man or take a next woman, they will go for that target, and whomever is there when they go for that target, any and everybody can get it. They are all equal opportunity, ready for DEAD. People, this is a very sad state of affairs in a Jamaica, and this is yet a next perfect example. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, this is a perfect example that Jamaicans cannot be trusted. You cannot take people for their word or face card because they will double cross you whenever it comes to money. Money is always the motive. They will put that money in front of any sorts of friendship. They will violate you for that money. It does not matter if them are name brand people. I am speaking about an article that was in the newspaper a couple of days ago where it is said confirm that there are some sorts of lawsuits, the complainant, hardware and lumber against Sharon Burke, who is a notable promoter / artist manager. She manages TJ. Based on the information, it is said that last year in 2023, in about August 22nd or so, when that Chris Brown and Friend concert was supposed to be held at the National Stadium, or it was actually held at the National Stadium, she contacted the company through upper management, and she said that she wanted some supplies to build out the stage, the skybox that was on the ground, etc., etc. She took about $6 million in supplies. The exact figure, $6,908,927.82. However, she only paid $1,221,000, leaving a balance of $5,687,827.82. An additional $1 million plus was also added in this lawsuit for legal fees and also recovery. Based on the details that is now out, it is said that when that show was supposed to be kept, she contacted the upper management because of her face card, and she told them she needed XYZ supplies. Those supplies were delivered on or about the 17th of August to the 18th of August 2023. Payment was supposed to be immediately COD, meaning cash on delivery. I guess when the people went by there, she was absent, and she told them, listen, I am not there at the moment. However, I will make sure that I take in a check or do some sorts of wire transfer. The people at Hardware and Lumber thinking, well, it's Sharon Burke. She has some sorts of reputation. $5 million, $6 million is monkey money, especially that she's promoting some sorts of big show that she's going to be making buku cash. We getting our part of our money for our supplies should not be any sorts of problem. Well, people, they were wrong. Because after the supplies were dropped off and the show was kept, they kept trying to get in contact with her. They were given all sorts of promissory notes, but people, like I've always said, a promise is a comfort to a fool. Up to this day, the people don't get the money, so therefore, in the last year or so, they went and they filed some sorts of paperwork. That paperwork came to the court a couple of days ago, and this lawsuit is pending. People, it is a sad state of affairs, like I said. You cannot trust any sorts of shadow after dark. You can't trust your mama, your papa. You can't trust people because of their face card. They do not give a FUCK about their reputation. It is always going to be money over paying people or the people that they have bad debts with. And people, this is yet an perfect example. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.